So now that you've taken the assessment, you put yourself right here, Grace, as an influencer. What did your test results say?
It said IS.
So you're right here. All right. So while you were testing, I wrote all of this, okay? So here's the D in the top left. So that's for dominance. The I is an influencer. S is steadiness, and then C is compliant or conscientious. Okay? So you think you're right here, but you're more right in the middle. So you're right at the people-oriented side, and you're also, depending on who you're talking to or what you're doing, you can either be outgoing or reserved. What do you think? Do you agree? What are your thoughts?
I think at work, that's probably correct. In my real life, I would probably be more outgoing. But at work, you learn that you sometimes have to be supportive rather than being that outgoing.
Right. So some of the descriptors here. So action, those are D and I. Enthusiasm, those are the I's. Collaboration are the I and the S's. That's you. Do you like collaboration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Support are the S's. That's also you.
Mm-hmm.
Stability, also you. Accuracy goes with the C's. Challenge is a D and C, and then results are dominant. Okay? So the dominant people ask what. The influencers ask who. The support or the S's, the steadiness people ask how. And then the C's ask why. Okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is you're going to tell me these celebrities, okay?
Okay.
Which do you think they are? All right? So here's the first one. We're going to do Mother Teresa. What do you think? Who do you think she is?
Just one letter?
Yep. So
Well,
let me
then-
give you some other, what's the word? All right, so dominant, some characteristics are they like results, they're direct, and they're competitive, okay? The influencers, enthusiasm, they're friendly and optimistic, okay? Steadiness people, sincerity, patient, and modest. And the compliance, conscientious are accurate, cautious, and contemplative.
Okay, then
All right.
she's definitely S.
She is an S, okay. Okay? What about Albert Einstein?
Ooh.
Think about it. Is he outgoing or reserved? Definitely reserved.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide between D and C. Can it be both?
He can, but all of these only have one.
Okay, all right. Accuracy, compliance, and no, he wouldn't be compliance.
He is.
He is?
He's reserved and task-oriented.
Okay,
That is.
I should have known that one. That was a bad guess.
That one doesn't show up very well.
Yeah, your marker's not coming through for you.
All right. What about Donald Trump?
D.
Yep. And what about Robin Williams?
I'm sure it's going to be I.
Yep. All right, this one will be fun for you. We're going to use Star Wars characters. Do you know Star Wars?
The old one.
Okay, this is the old one. Han Solo. Each of these only have one, so that'll help you. Han Solo. What do you
D.
think? What's that?
D.
Nope.
Han Solo isn't D.
Nope.
People oriented. Han Solo. Isn't he the guy that was with Chewie?
Yep. We'll come back to him.
Okay.
Darth Vader.
C.
Nope.
Man, I'm bad at this. Okay, then he has to be D.
He's the D. All right, what about Luke Skywalker?
I.
Nope.
Then he's got to be S.
Yep. All right. How about C-3PO?
I.
Nope. Think about it. He's all about the data.
Oh, of course. So he's D.
Nope.
No, he's not?
He's a C. He likes
Stability,
accurate, cautious, contemplative. He likes the
trustworthy.
data.
Yes, that makes sense.
And then Han is your I. All right, so I'm going to give you one of these. All right, so what this is, it's kind of a report for all the letters. So let's talk about the D's. Those characteristics: direct, decisive, confident, problem solver, risk taker, and self-starter. All right, so when you're communicating with the D's, this is on the second page, this is important. So here's how you do want to communicate with it. Be brief, direct, and to the point. Use bullet points. Focus on the what, not the how. Cater the discussion on how they will achieve results. Enlist their leadership and desire to be in charge to solve problems. Use logic when sharing ideas and methods. This is what you don't want to do if you're talking with the D. Can you think of a D in your head, somebody that you work with? You don't have to say their name.
Yep.
Okay, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to ramble. You don't want to repeat yourself. You don't want to focus on problems without bringing a solution. Don't be too sociable, and don't make generalizations or statements that cannot be backed with data.
Amen.
All right, so now let's look at the I's, the influencers. Here's their style characteristics: enthusiastic, trusting, optimistic, impulsive, emotional, and talkative. Does that sound like you?
Yeah.
Because you're an I. All right. So when communicating with an I, think about another I. Or actually, you just think about yourself, what you like. So when you're communicating with an I, this is what you do want to do. Create a friendly, casual environment. Give them time to share their ideas. Support them to transfer words and ideas to action. Give them time to play. And incentivize them for following through. Is that something that you would like?
Very much so.
Okay, so this is what you don't want to do when communicating with an I. You don't want to try to eliminate their need for social time. Don't ignore or shoot down their ideas or accomplishments before hearing them out. And don't tell them what to do.
That is absolutely true.
All right, so the S's, the steadiness. Their style characteristics: great listeners, team players, possessive, consistent, and or predictable, understanding, and friendly. You also fall in that group.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what to do when you're communicating with an S. Create a favorable environment. Recognize their loyalty and take a personal interest in them. Answer their how questions. Help them set goals and explain how their work creates more stability for the team. Is that what you like?
Yep.
Here's what you don't want to do. Don't be pushy or too aggressive. Don't avoid confronting them. Don't provide praise or criticizing in a public forum. And don't change things without letting them know in advance.
Very true.
All right, so here's the the C's, the compliance and conscientious. So their style characteristics: analytical, careful, fact-driven, precise, high standards, and systematic. All right, so now think of somebody who is a C that you work with.
Okay.
You got somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's how they like to be communicated with. Prepare in advance of speaking to them. Know the pros and cons of your idea. Use data to back up your idea or work. Be exact in your requests. Use a systematic approach. Be patient and persistent with explaining yourself. Be specific when agreeing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you don't want to do. Don't ignore their requests for details. Don't be vague, and don't utilize a casual approach. They prefer and respect structure.
Yep.
What do you think?
That all makes sense.
So do you agree with this?
Yes.
Okay, so which one do you think I am? Am I outgoing or am I reserved?
I think you're reserved.
Okay, am I task-oriented or people-oriented?
I think you're task-oriented.
I'm people-oriented.
Are
I'm
you?
definitely an S.
Well, I could see you on both sides of that. It's just that I know from
Sure.
working with you
At
that
work,
you get real
like
focused.
when you have a project, sure, I'm totally task-oriented.
So I'd say your work persona would be a C and you would be an S.
Yep, so I'm probably right there in the middle too.
Yeah.
So you're in the
I
middle
could
of
see
these,
that.
I'm probably in the
You'd
middle.
be a CS or SC, whatever.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cool, so unless you have any questions, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I really like this explanation though.
Cool.
Kind of fits with other, like when you do Myers-Briggs and some
Right.
of those, but it kind of helps you to see how all that works together.
What's really cool is that, like, I only asked you 2 questions at the beginning: outgoing, reserved, or task-oriented and people-oriented. So then you took a 12 or 24 question test, really, and that puts you pretty much in the same spot. That's what's pretty cool, is that you know yourself. That's what it's about, is that you know yourself.
I wonder how many people take it and don't.
Right?
I think that would be the interesting thing to see.